Do you get knee pain? Not just any kind of knee pain, but the kind that's right down the front of your knee. You might be wondering what could be causing it. Well, I'm gonna explain it to you here and tell you what you can do about it. Let me show you. So if you're getting that pain right on the front of your knee, kind of in the kneecap region, whether it's right above your knee or right below your kneecap, chances are it's inflammation of the muscle tendon that runs all the way down the front side of your thigh and kind of attaches into the top of your shin bone. So there's two things that could be causing this. Could be really tight hip flexors, because these muscles originate way up in your hip, and also really tight quads. So this whole front section could possibly be really tight. The other thing that could be causing it is really weak glutes and hamstrings and muscles down the backside of your leg, and weak quads too. So I'm going to show you a few stretches and exercises that you can do that will help eliminate maybe the source of your knee pain. So we really want to stretch out your hip flexor here. So there's two ways that we can do this. The first way is just a basic hip flexor stretch. So you're on your knee on the floor, tuck your tailbone under, and we're going to press your hip bone forward. You should instantly feel that stretch all the way up into your hip socket right on the front of that knee. If you want to intensify it, you can reach this arm really high up to the sky. This is going to be really pinpointed right at your hip. Now we can add on to this, if you're able, by using a chair behind you. It might be helpful to have a cushion that you can put your knee on. So on your hands and knees, you're just going to lay your foot on the chair behind you, swing the other leg out in front. So it looks a lot like the same kind of stretch, but your leg is pulled up behind you a lot more. So now we're getting more of a stretch down that entire front of your thigh, that quad area. So if this feels uncomfortable for your knee, definitely use a big cushion, or you can even lean forward a little bit more to take that pressure off of that kneecap. But this is a great way to stretch out the muscles that are really pulling through your kneecap area. The other thing that's really helpful is to actually do some foam roller work, some soft tissue work at that hip flexor. So you can use a roller. My favorite is the Rolga because it actually fits right to the inside of your hip bone, because we're trying to get the roller to really press into those muscles right just to the inside of your hip bone that are really tight. So lay it on the floor. A regular roller will work fine too. You can also use like a little lacrosse ball to get up into that area. So we're just gonna lay on top of that roller just to the inside of your hip bone, come down onto your hands and elbows, and then allow that outside hip to drop to the floor. And in this position, you'll probably feel a lot of pressure, almost like it's a deep massage down that hip, right in that hip flexor. And go ahead and roll up past your hip bone and then down below your hip bone into your quads. And we're just gonna move in about a 6-inch direction. So releasing the hip flexor here is really helpful, but then also releasing the muscles all the way down to the knee. So if you're using the Rolga, you can come to the center of it, come down on your forearms once again, and we're rolling down the front of that quad. So if you're rolling down the front of your quad, you can do straight line down the center, but then also try leaning to the side. Try leaning to the other side so that you're getting kind of the outer edge, inner edge. And what this is going to do is going to release a lot of that tension that's being carried through your quad and hip flexor muscles that are really pulling at that kneecap. Now let me show you some strengthening exercises that you can do too. So we're going to do bridges first, because if you remember the glutes, these are the muscles that we really want to strengthen. It's going to take some of that pressure off your knee. So we can do bridges by amping up the work of the bridge by using a band. So we're going to pull the band on around your legs so that it's either just above or just below your knees, and then lay down on your back, planting your feet a little wider than hip width apart, and press out against the tension of the band. In this moment, squeeze your glutes, pushing your hips up and then releasing them down. And we can do quite a few reps of this. about 10 to 15, maybe even 20 reps, really getting those glutes firing, making sure that that band is not pinching your knees together. This is a great exercise to do, especially if your knees are currently inflamed, because it takes it puts zero pressure and tension through the kneecap, okay? So if it's feeling okay at the moment, you have it somewhat under control, climbing onto your feet, we can add on to this a little bit by doing banded squats. So once again, we have the band around your knees. We're gonna push out against the band, making sure that your knees are not rolling inward. Push out against the band and then sit back so that you're feeling like as you squat, you're sitting really far back into your hips, almost making it like a glute focused squat. Pushing back really firm and then coming all the way back up to straight at the top. Once again, we can do a lot of reps of this, about 10 to 20, okay? Because we wanna really make those glutes work pretty hard. And then if that's going well, we can remove the band and see if we can make those quads work a little bit more in a split squat position. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, make sure that your pelvis is level. And we're gonna sink down into what looks like a lunge and then press yourself right back up. Sinking down and right back up. As you do this motion, we wanna make sure that your knee is not rolling in or out. Keep it tracking straight forward as you go down and up, and that's gonna start to really strengthen those muscles around your knee joint. So all of these things combined, making sure that we're releasing that tension through your quad, releasing that tension through your hip flexor, and then strengthening all around that is going to make that knee feel so much better, okay? So I actually have another video for you that I want you to check out that's gonna help you with your knee too. So I'm posting it for you right here, so definitely go check that out. I've got it linked for you. I will see you over there at that video too.